Hi, I'm Nat Parr. I've lived in Coventry all my life. I was a very fit and active person, and then I had a severe illness. I was in hospital for 11 months, and I was left paralysed from the chest down with complex medical problems, um, which I like to get out and about and do everything I can. But unfortunately, due to the pandemic and everything, I had to shield from last March 2020. And due to medical problems, I still can't go out and everything. I'm classed as housebound, but I still try and do everything I can. So last year, I felt that I was feeling a little bit cut off. I was doing Zooms and things, and I thought, well, if I'm feeling like this, I'm actually quite lucky because I live with my mum and dad. A lot of other people might as well. So I love being creative. I love doing art. And I thought, what can I do that would A, give me something to really get my teeth into, and B, might make other people feel that they matter as well. So I came up with the idea of getting people to send me a square. And initially, I just thought I'll get them to decorate something, a square, and then I'll do something with it. I didn't know how many people would get involved, and I didn't know what would happen. So I found a quote, and it really meant everything to me. And this is really what I wanted to actually tell people. And it was, you are important and you matter. Your feelings matter. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Your life matters always. It's an anonymous quote, but I just thought, actually, this really sums it up, because sometimes when you're sort of hidden away, not out in society, you feel like you don't matter very much to society. But actually, even though we're at home, even though we're not visible, we are still important, we still matter. So I decided to create packs, and Ego Performance helped, and Headway helped, Guiding Trefoil Guild helped, lots of places helped deliver me with paper, card, fabric, and I put packs together with the help of my mum and dad, and I got everybody involved. People picked up packs from the doorstep, and we were all shielding, and people sent them to groups, to charity groups. And I received about 280 decorated squares back. They could be decorated in any way that people wanted. Um, all I wanted was that they were all the same size, to prove that we're all the same, we're all equal, and we're all part of this together. So I then had an idea. I needed to do something with these, but I felt this enormous sense of responsibility then, because what I was getting back was just amazing. And the stories that I was getting back was absolutely priceless. These squares, stories, and people kept me company for the whole time I've been shielding, I think, to know that there's so many people out there that they too were shielding or isolating or alone. And so I thought Copus Tree formed the heart of Coventry. It was this oranges. So I thought, I'll make a big tree. And when I had a look at how many squares I'd got, I thought it needs to be a big tree. So I then thought, planting a seed of thought, because it's actually planting a seed is that's how everything starts. But planting a seed of thought to actually maybe think about people that might not be out and about in society, think about people that are still here, but you might not see them. So then I started working in a normal small house with not much mobility on a very big piece of artwork. So what I wanted to show was that although I'm not out and about in society, and a lot of people aren't out about in society, and they might be of all ages, we're still important, we're still there, and we're still very much part of our city as well. The age ranges for the artwork, it ranged from babies born in lockdown, and I've got some little footprints and little handprints, to a lady that was 103. There are sadly some people on there that have contributed artwork that are no longer with us. Some people that have, we've all got illnesses, or people still aren't able to go out and about. So it's basically to just spare a thought about who is living in this community with us. And we're not all out and about, but we're still very much part of the whole community. So please feel free to go and have a look at the tree and enjoy all the artwork that's on it. Each one is somebody's story. Each one is somebody that matters. Each one is somebody in our society who is really important. So please just take your time, have a look at them all, and enjoy it. Thank you.
Well, so we initially had a little contact through City of Culture to apply for a micro commission for just to get funding for a specific project. And we just approached Nat and just said, have you got any ideas what you might like to do? And so she came up with this idea, and we supported her through the application. And unfortunately, it didn't come into fruition.
It seemed like too important a project to just let go, and after all the work she put into applying for it in the first place, it was just like, we've got to make this happen.
It was more time really than anything else. So yeah, just supporting her through the process and just keeping an eye on sort of where it is and where it's going to, and just making sure that she's got the support to get the packs out to various people and collect them if necessary, and just make sure that they all go back to her, and so that she can do work and magic on them really.
Hi, I'm Kiri. I've been working on Natalie Parr's project for the past 4 weeks. So Natalie started this wonderful piece called Planting a Seed of Thought. It was her own creation whilst shielding in lockdown, and she engaged over 250 people in the community who all made their own wonderful pieces of artwork. And Natalie put all of them into these lovely CD cases, which were then sewn onto this huge 3-panelled piece of artwork, which was a beautiful tree growing up, and all the artworks were coming off the tree. Natalie did this all in her back garden, and it was taking over our house, so Ego offered to bring the artworks to here so that we could get them ready for exhibition. So Jane, my colleague, kindly built up these 3 big screens for the canvases to be laid on top of, and it was my job to assist and help sew down all of the CD cases so that they were a bit more secure on the canvas, and then to sew the big canvases onto the screens ready for exhibition. And thankfully today it went to the Litten Tree, which is amazing.
Well, I'm Alan Denyer, and we're here in the Litten Tree building space, LTB showrooms as we call it, and we're populating the space with artwork. It's going to be a free exhibition space. So we've got photography, we've got artwork, we've got short films, we've got I mean, it's a kind of mixture of all sorts really. But I'm trying to give opportunity to local Coventry people, because there just aren't that many spaces in Coventry where you can put your stuff on the show. And I'm very excited to have Natalie's artwork on display, and the fact that it's got contributions from so many people in the community. I think that's just fantastic. So just got to decide where to put it now, because it's absolutely huge.